Gobble, 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 everyone. And it's time to do a top 10 best Thanksgiving movie list. Yeah. 10. Sorry, but this is not Christmas. I mean, I can't make this list. Sorry. Top 1 Thanksgiving movie list. Yeah. Top 1. Which one? Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Yeah. Are there any other Thanksgiving movies? Seems like Christmas has pretty much taken over everything. When it comes to movies, presents, I mean, Christ, it even takes over Thanksgiving pretty much practically. As soon as November comes, it's all Christmas advertisements, Christmas stuff all over shopping walls. I guess Thanksgiving just doesn't have it. What do you have? Turkey. And every year, Black Friday Christmas shopping is being moved earlier and earlier into Thanksgiving. It's like Christmas is like, screw you, move over, I'm taking over more and more every year. It's like, come on, people can't enjoy their turkey, their football, and God, because Black Friday's got to pretty much consume that whole holiday. Might as well just call it Black Friday Thursday, for God's sake. But anyway, yeah. There's not many Thanksgiving movies out there. There's a lot of Thanksgiving specials, sure, but I'm not getting into that. But Thanksgiving movie, the only one I can think of is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, directed by deceased John Hughes, and of course starring Steve Martin, and of course the also deceased John Candy. God rest their souls. Loved them very much. I mean, what more can I say? It's about a typical father, workaholic type guy who's on a business trip and trying to make it home for his Thanksgiving turkey. But will you know it? Yeah, he comes across John Candy's character, who's, likable but very over-talkative type guy, and he, comes across him and ends up having to travel with him after their plane lands in the wrong place, Wichita, Kansas, instead of Chicago. Yeah, of course, Chicago, it's John Hughes, and of course, their adventure begins from there. Instead of taking a few hours to get home, it takes 2 days and barely make it home for Thanksgiving. I gotta say, it's a great movie. It's very rare that you see, more than one Saturday Night Live star, together in one movie where it actually works. It's a great comedy with a lot of heart. Yeah, it's got your typical slapstick, humorous moments, but it's got a lot of heart to it. I mean, they take more than one vehicle. They take, as you said, a plane and ends up in the wrong spot. They take, a weird taxi cab, but the same guy from Home Alone, who, of course, is the family crisis guy. There's a lot of stars from the same John Hughes movies. I might as well get this out of the way. The desk clerk who gives Steve Martin's character keys to a car that ain't there, and he ends up cursing his head off at her. That's the same principal secretary from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. The same guy who falls asleep next to him on the airplane and coughs on him. That's the same guy from Home Alone, which the mother's trying to get flight tickets to get home, no matter which place it is. Remember the guy and his wife? He's got a whole jewel shoebox full of earrings. If you probably remember that guy in the first Home Alone movie. And of course, John Candy's also in Home Alone, if you remember, as the Polka King of the Midwest. Oh God, the list just goes on and on. But yeah, it's common for directors and producers to recycle the same actors. Like, hey, how many times has Martin Scorsese recycled Joe Pesci and Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro? Oh, okay. How many times has Tim Burton recycled Johnny Depp and used him to death? I mean, Christ. Now the same director from Pirates of the Caribbean's pretty much doing the same thing with Lone Ranger. But not to get too carried away. Yeah, it's a great comedy with great heart. And yeah, obviously the best part is, there's plenty of funny moments. Like, you got when they're in the hotel and, and they're on the bed and he's like, those aren't pillows scene. That was funny. And in the back they take a pickup truck and they freeze to death in like pretty much sub-zero temperatures. They take a train which ends up breaking down. They pretty much get out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know why they do that instead of just fixing the train and letting, and getting it up and going again. They take a bus and they see a guy and a wife smooching on the, next to them. That was funny. Then he rents a car, as you guessed, like I said before, that's not there, and curses at the front desk lady who's the principal secretary from Ferris Bueller. And then, he ends up traveling with John Candy once again. They're just inseparable in this movie. And wouldn't you know it, he burns the damn car down after going on the wrong side of the highway, which is also funny. So, of course, they're not able to, take the car no further after it pretty much gets set on fire. I don't know why they just don't call the wife and tell him to get me. No, he ends up just trying to get home, and a cop stops him and impounds the car. I don't know why he just doesn't take him home either. Okay, it sounds like I'm nitpicking to death here, but it's a great movie. And I know I'm spoiling a lot, but you should have read in the description. There's spoilers, unless you haven't watched this movie. I don't know who hasn't. It's such an old movie. But the end is like, wow. I don't know what to say. It goes from being a comedy all the way to the end, and it's a shocking ending to find out that, like, his character, you know, when they separate right before when he's about to get to his house, Steve Martin's character, that is, and he finds out that John Candy's wife was dead the whole time. I could not believe that, and it's like, this is a really sad ending, and it's like, it's tear-jerking. You got that montage scene with his whole family, and it's just done so, it's mastered so well. I give a thumbs up to John Hughes on this movie. He was a great director. I know over the last couple of years of his life before he passed, you know, with Home Alone 3 and the other movies that he produced weren't so great, but during the late 80s and like early 90s, that was when he was at like the top of his game with films, especially ones that take place in Chicago. He did so well with this one, and I just loved it. It's great. It's funny, and it's got great heart, especially at the end. Definitely got to watch this one at Thanksgiving. So, that's my top one list, I should say. Yeah. Till next time, gobble gobble, happy Thanksgiving. Keep watching.
Get over.